Hi there, I'm Scott Brown, the developer for the game Journey for the Crown, and this is my 18th devlog. I've been really busy lately. I haven't posted a devlog in about 2 months. I'm really sorry about that, but lots of things have happened since then. Most of it was very boring work, so I really couldn't put together a very interesting devlog. However, the last few weeks I've been working on an encounter in one of my cities here, which is a little bit more of a lively topic. So here we are, just showing off some of the combat that you see here, built right into this city called Neswal. Now, this was actually an idea that someone gave me off of my YouTube channel here, because a little while back I made these NPC controller scripts here, which basically are just designed so that NPCs can walk from point A to point B and so forth. But then I also designed it so that they would deal with combat and things like that. And they can also be hit so many times. And I even added a blood effect here, which it's part of the hit function. Now, I didn't want to create something that was very similar to the how your players hit and all that, but I just wanted to kind of hack something together that's very simplistic. And it works very well. There was even the design so that when enemies are scared, I can just check a box and they'll hide somewhere, versus maybe they're a little tougher of a character so they participate in the combat. But essentially, they don't really do much. They just don't stand there. And that was the initial point of my NPC controller, is I didn't want NPCs to be standing there if you were to run some bad guys through it. So his idea was to make it a fully fledged invasion, and I really like it. It actually turns out that it was a cool idea, and I'm glad that the person suggested that. Now you can see all the NPCs helping out. You got the smithy there, and there's a guard with an asterisk, yellow asterisk over his head. He's one of the only town guards in this town. But yeah, they're helping out. They don't do anything, but at least they're not standing there anymore. Now, I also had to make the city react differently after the town and before the town, so I added some different NPCs and how things are triggered. I also added a new type of quest where you have to go find a bunch of pigs here to help this guy out, because they got all scared when the town got attacked. And it sounds like a simple search and find kind of quest, but I ended up rigging these pigs so that when you click on them, they end up running home. So we'll go find some of these little wandering pigs and pick up some dandelion while I'm on the way. And I just designed it so that they didn't just disappear. They kind of like hobble on back, and they slowly stack up in their area. And they're using the same script that I had before, so I thought that was kind of cool that it integrates something and reuses stuff too. So here I am, just cashing in my quest. Now, while I was in some of these cities, I also wanted to spend some time and do the mundane tasks of adding all these new merchant items into each one of my merchants. It took a while because some of it had to be painted on textures and models. Others just had a lot of data entry, like making recipes, like cloth boots and stuff like that, to ingredients. Lots and lots of ingredients I had to do. Now here's the woodworking guy. He just basically got everything to do with woodworking. Got a smithy in town here, which had to be populated with a bunch of different ores and metals and recipes. Took a long time to put all that data in there, so that's really what I've been doing for the last couple months, is just putting together all these different recipes. And there's a lot of things you got to do to make sure that it's balanced. You don't want somebody selling one item and then going to a merchant and creating an item with crafting and making a massive profit. So I had to make some charts, and Excel charts, Excel sheets, just to keep track of all the different prices and things like that. I also even integrated a new booze system where you can make your own booze, and booze in this game has a little bit of a stat bonus, as well as food does too. So you have two little types of buffs. You got your drinks and your foods that'll give you some permanent buffs while you're logged in. I did spend a lot of time adding even more to some of these merchants. Up here we got some vegetable merchants here that you'd be using a lot for cooking recipes. And you've got like your leafy greens, your meats and vegetables, so lots of stuff to look at here. Now I also added the inn portion here where you can actually talk to the bartender and reorganize your group. So whenever you sit a player on your team, they go to the inn here and they actually populate inside the bar here, which is kind of neat. You can see one fella up there sitting in the top right table. He's sitting right now. And if I go and talk to him again and add some of my characters to the inn, you'll see that they are also populated in their own little static position. Now, in some of the new additions I've added with new characters is I want to be able to allow you to hire certain characters just to deviate a little bit from the traditional you say this guy and now he's going to help you for the rest of the game kind of idea. I've gotten this new guy here named Buddy, and he's noticed that you're this tough guy around, and he's willing to help you out for a little bit of gold. And, you know, it's a simplistic story for me to integrate, and I thought it would be a cool addition. So I'm making some changes right now where every day I was thinking of maybe it being a flat fee, or maybe it's like a rent. So every day that it hits like 12 o'clock, you got to pay another 20 gold or something like that on the go. But I haven't decided yet. So far, I've designed it where it is going to cost a flat fee at first, and then I do have the code written. This is not fully finalized yet. Now, another thing I did was add a bit of color to the quest log, and the colors just basically depict how easy a quest is for you. And I also show you the levels so you're not too confused. And it factors in your current roster. So when you change up your team and have lower level characters on your roster, it will take that into effect. Now, I also, with my last devlog, I spoke a bit about this new Lost Woods area. I added some new sentient mushrooms. I've got some crocodile here that I rigged up, and he's chasing me around. It was really fun putting all this stuff together. So it's interesting to see it all come to fruition. Now that's all I got for this devlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check me out over on Twitch. I'm always there every weekend. I shouldn't say always. I've missed a few lately. Sicknesses and all. Lots of weird shit going around. But anyways, if you really want to stay up to date, that's the spot to catch me. These videos, they can be cumbersome to make. They do take quite a while to put together, but at least I think I'm on a prettier path right now than what I've been doing for the last couple months. So I'm hoping that maybe I can be a little bit more on top of my videos. Anyways, you guys take care, and I hope to see you in the next devlog. Cheers.